Good evening and welcome everybody. It's Tuesday, it's 7-ish, so that means it's time to welcome you all to Sentinels Live. Thanks for joining us around the digital tabletop while we play... What game are we playing, John?
Sentinels of the Multiverse.
Indeed. The goal of these streams, as the regulars know, is to have fun while showing you how to play the game, as well as maybe covering some strategies that might help you win. Handelabra believes in civil rights for all and being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity that actively work against that goal are not welcome and will be moderated. You have been warned. If you enjoy the show, please do like, share, follow, and subscribe, and be sure to check out all the other shows right here at twitch.tv/Handelabra Games. Dolphins Dive is on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tales from the Archive is Saturdays at 7 Eastern. And we do have a couple of show notes for you this week. Tomorrow we will be doing another dev stream, although this time we actually won't be deving Bottom of the Ninth. What are we going to be showing off on the dev stream tomorrow, John?
Yeah, we're going to be showing a little bit of stuff about the Celestial Tribunal.
Celestial Tribunal!
Which is a giant robotic ship shaped like a sword.
That travels the galaxies and tries to pass judgment on anyone it comes across.
So if you want to come see David programming and Jennifer environmenting, then exactly. World building, I suppose, or world creating, then come on by at 1 Eastern tomorrow.
1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow afternoon. Also, I wanted to reiterate for everyone that Legacy Day is coming up. That is, of course, the 4th of July, 2017, which will coincide with a Sentinels Live that I may or may not be on. It is still yet to be seen. But either way, we are going to be doing some really fun Legacy stuff. I should probably find the link to the blog post and post that. And we're looking for you guys to send us your Legacy cosplay to possibly be featured on that stream. So here's a link to that. Bloop, bloop.
And you can potentially be a special guest on the stream.
Yes, and for anyone who submits some Legacy cosplay might be chosen to join John and whoever else ends up on the stream that week. That is in 2 weeks.
2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today. All right. And of course, the last piece of news, it's really kind of just throwaway news at this point, honestly, is that Villains of the Multiverse comes out on Thursday.
Oh, that old thing?
That old chestnut. Yes, indeed. I know you guys are excited. Obviously, we've been previewing Villains for several months now, and it is finally just about ready for prime time. So Thursday, the 22nd. I can't promise it's going to go live at midnight for everybody, but sometime on that calendar day somewhere in the world, you will be able to get Villains of the Multiverse.
And it won't be at midnight.
It won't be.
I will tell you that right now.
Well, we didn't schedule it on any of the stores?
No. We can talk about this later, Jeremy.
Well, I just didn't know. I mean, sometimes we do. I know, like, things like sales, things like discounts, we can oftentimes schedule on various sales to go live at specific times. Like, I know that Amazon, just for instance, just spitballing here, if we were to maybe set a discount for the core game starting this coming Thursday, we could maybe schedule that on Amazon, is what I'm saying. And sure. I wasn't sure if we had scheduled something like an app release that same day.
There are stores in which we cannot do that. There are
definitely stores in which we cannot do that.
And every release we've done has been during the day.
Yes. And you guys, those of you who have been with us forever, remember launch day of the full game and how well that went on iTunes. That was a super bummer. Anyways, I'm Jeremy. You can follow me at Mr. J Handel. That's MRJHANDEL. Joining me as always is John, who you can follow at Migrant P. That's MIGRANTP. And you can always follow the company at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. As we are the developers, you can always be sure to get some insight into the process and maybe even see some stuff before anyone else. Nothing new to show you tonight. I think you've pretty much seen all there is to see, but we're just going to be having fun and hoping to get you guys a little bit more hyped for the Villains release that's coming out. The game does include a tutorial that covers the basics, but we always do our best to explain exactly what we're doing, when we do it, and why. And depending on how long it takes for us to win or lose, we typically play usually 2 games, although we've played as many as 4 in each 2-hour episode. Sentinels the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, as well as PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always in good old analog cardboard and ink. So check out sentinelsdigital.com for more info, as well as to try the demo absolutely free. And if you do own the game, we would really appreciate if you would rate and review us on your chosen store. That really does help. Okay, so let's pop into online multiplayer here, start a new game. Find me in Ra, God of the Sun, number 56.
And we're playing on the version that will come out on Thursday.
Yes, this is the release version, as far as we can tell at this point. So let's go into team mode and randomize and see what we get. Interesting. All right, so we'll take Ermine out, and there we go. We've got Bugbear, Biomancer, Fright, and Operative, and it picked Fanatic for me. And I think I'm also going to do Chrono-Ranger.
Ermine, your nemesis.
She just messes up every game she's in, man. The last test game I played, it was a 4-hero versus 4-villain game, and I had in-capped all of the villains, including, I want to say, Citizen Hammer and Anvil and Bugbear, and then I died and was completely knocked out with Ermine with 17 HP, which is not okay. Come on, Ermine.
Well, I'm going to go with Ra, since we're in Ra, God of the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Actually, I keep saying Ermine. It's actually Ermine.
It is Ermine.
Now that we've heard it on the letters page, I need to be more careful.
And I think I'll go with Absolute Zero as well.
Ooh, good choice. I'm a huge Absolute Zero fan. All right, so we've got three of the new villains, Fright, and we're going to play a mobile defense platform from Vengeance. I think that works. Boom.
Do you want to alternate our order?
Oh, yeah, sure. I can alternate the order there. We'll go like that.
We can play the Naturalist next game.
Sure. Run while you can, the chase just flavors the meat. Repent, evildoer, you cannot stand against divine might.
It's not a good flavor, though. It's a bad flavor.
Was there something I'm missing about why the Naturalist should be in the mix?
I guess because he's hunted.
Oh, he's hunted. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Bugbear's a hunter.
Right. All right, Fanatic opens with Brutal Censure, Embolden, End of Days, Holy Nova. Ra has got Excavation, Fire Blast, Flame Spike, Staff of Ra. Chrono-Ranger, Compounded Bow, Eye on the Prize, Sudden Contract. And Absolute Zero's got a couple of Cryo Chambers, an Isothermic Transducer, and an onboard module installation. Letters page was Naturalist.
We can do a deadline Naturalist after this.
Yeah, I typically have not listened to the letters page by the time this show starts, because it comes out like early in the day and I got work to do, so I usually listen to it after on the train on the way home.
Alright, bad guys do bad things.
Yep, bad guys. So Blood Scent, we got Biomancer's Craziness, Engine of Destruction, of course, comes out. Iaido? I don't know. Iaido Practitioner. Alright, Unpredictable Powers comes out. Destroys Blood Scent for us.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's a decent start. Fanatic takes some damage, which she's always happy to do. All right.
I said it right. Iaido.
Yeah, we went through this on a stream once before, but then of course I immediately forgot it. It's like Haka's cards, Taeha, that it took me forever to finally figure out. All right, I don't think we need to Holy Nova this early, and nobody has extra powers yet for Embolden, so I think I'll just Brutal Censure. Question is, who am I going to brutally censure? Fright Train is usually the first choice because it's got the extra bonus damage.
It's true, but Bugbear is also powers up as more go down. But I'm okay with hitting Fright Train first if you want, because he goes down pretty quickly.
Yeah, he tends to go down quickly, but I think Bugbear should definitely be our next main thing. And just to talk strategy, which we claim to talk about in the opening, one of the things about Bugbear, for those who haven't played him or who haven't watched any of the streams with him, is that he gets more powerful based on how many incapacitated character cards there are, which there can actually be quite a few. I actually played a game earlier that had the Sentinels in it, as well as Citizen's Hammer and Anvil, and I think there was like 10 or 11 incapacitated cards at one point, and he was just wailing on everybody, so it was no fun. And,
it's hard to take him down early as well, because he heals like Spike does on damage he deals. So So unless you can stop that, it's a lot easier to do more damage later when the heroes are more set up. And so it's hard to keep ahead of his healing early on.
Yeah, and actually that was the thing I said on in the chat earlier today, which is that my new sort of like weird outside of the realm strategy goal is I want to do a setup at some point where Bugbear deals himself enough damage to kill himself that isn't going to immediately heal it right back up. Because that's the thing, especially later in the game, if you get like some redirections happening or whatever, he could like deal 15 damage to Absolute Zero, then Absolute Zero can like redirect it back to him. It hits him for 15, but then he heals it right back up again. So. Oh, actually, you know what? I reset my animation speeds. I'm going to fix that real quick. Yeah, let's make the animation a little bit faster. Card display time can go down, or it can go up. Message display time. Good. All right. All right. Healing, healing, healing. We'll hit Fanatic. Absolute Zero is a good choice there. I know, I shouldn't be talking strategy. That's Lewd Dolphins' exclusive domain. And of course, I'm usually talking out of school when I try to talk strategy, but that's okay.
I'm going to search for a damage dealing power.
Yeah,
or
a couple of other
staffs of Ra.
A couple of other interesting sort of like anti-synergies. I don't even know how you call that, but like I was playing a game that Ra was in with Sergeant Steel, Citizen's Hammer and Anvil, and somebody else. But whatever it was like, and the Operative, because the Operative has a card that like reduces all fire damage by 2. Is that right?
No.
What's the card that? She has a card. Oh, what the heck was it called? Maybe it wasn't her, but there was something that was like reduce all fire damage by 2, plus the Arsonist makes Sergeant Steel and all agents immune to fire damage.
Were you in Mars base?
I was not in Mars base. What is that? Hang on, I'm gonna bring her deck up and find that card real quick. It's oh yeah, the Idolater. Reduce damage up to this card by 3, and heroes can't regain HP. That was the one, because that's a card that's like almost impossible to get rid of. At least in the game that I was in.
Idolater's great. Like if Fanatic's in the game.
Yeah, Fanatic was not in the game.
Because like she can just do like hilarious stuff if he's in play. But Fanatic is in this game, so if she plays it, we'll be able to see that.
Aha.
I guess not being able to gain HP can be a problem.
Yes, because it was. I had like that was. I'm conflating two games here because that game happened to have Scholar, and so he was completely nerfed the whole game because he couldn't regain HP. So let's get the compounded bow out. I'm just gonna keep wailing at
Our Fright train. Always getting picked on.
There's my hat. Jeremy's allowed to discuss strategy, but John is not. Uh-oh. That's not going to go well.
I read a post, and I hope that the person who wrote the post comes and watches to learn some more about the game, because they were complaining about how hard the game was and they can only beat Baron Blade. And they just played a random game, and it was this horrible villain who every time they dealt him damage they had to discard a card, and they ran out of cards and they didn't know what to do. And it's like, you played Progeny, who's one of the hardest villains. And also like the game isn't just about dealing as much damage as you can. Like you need to adapt your strategy.
Excuse me.
Hey, stop using my cards.
But that is exactly what the game is about. Always play your best card and deal as much damage as possible.
It made me think of that like there's more to the game than just dealing damage, for sure.
Darren says, Jeremy not playing bounties, shocking. I didn't have any bounties to play. All I had was oh, that's right, I can search my deck for a bounty with sudden contact. I thought that was the one that searched the trash. Oh, John, what is your thing that you say? What did you just do?
I don't know. I didn't know you wanted to play Sudden Contract.
For some reason, I thought Sudden Contract was the one that searched trash, and I just assumed that I couldn't use them. Never mind, whatever. We'll get to that.
You should know Chrono-Ranger by now.
I know Chrono-Ranger.
In your hands.
All right. I thought we were playing Magic the Gathering. Thank you, Sandvar.
Ranger's Mark is the trash one.
Ah, thank you. He hits like a truck. My love for you is like a truck berserker. I won't say the second part of that quote because this is a family-friendly show.
Bugbear killing villains. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed in the more and more villains games that I play, or team villain games that I play. Like, it really is super thematic that, like, these guys are working together, but only kinda. You know, like they're
not worried about collateral damage.
They're absolutely not worried about collateral damage. So many of these villains will hurt each other as much or possibly more than they're hurting you. I mean, Plague Rat is a great example of that. Who else? Yeah, you were just saying Bugbear just did that. There's a couple others that will just
Bugbear is just always looking for a snack. Doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, deals indiscriminate damage to everything. All right.
Yeah, Plague Rat is the biggest example of that. But Friction does that as well.
Yes. Okay, what do I want to do here? I could maybe like embolden Chrono-Ranger. I feel like that wouldn't be a terrible play right now, but I do have Absolution.
Yeah, if you get Absolution, then next turn you can do Smite the Transgressor.
Yeah.
And you can do more damage now.
True. Alright, are we still focusing on Fright Train?
Sure.
Alright. Isn't Baron Blaine like the only one who doesn't hurt his allies? That's a good question, actually. Do all the villains have stuff that deal damage to their quote-unquote
most
allies?
of them don't do that.
No.
The majority of them don't damage villain targets directly. Each hero target. Well, at least Judgmental won't be in this game.
Twist of Flesh.
Still didn't get a power, but I did get Inferno. I mean, I could play Flesh of the Sun God, but I don't think I want to. None of these villains do at least very much fire damage, if any.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, out there in Chatland, without going to look, how many decks, as of the release of villains, how many individual decks will there be in Sentinels of Multiverse, the video game? I would love to see what you guys guess. I don't know if anybody's keeping track of that. I just counted them today because I was writing a post for Thursday. But I'm curious if any of you guys have a guess. Without looking, don't go and count. I'm going to put a cap on this of like 60 seconds to see what you guys guess.
How many are you counting for Kargra?
Oh, I only counted one for Kargra. But...
Okay.
Because, I mean, you can't play that deck without her, and you can't play her without that deck, so...
Still a deck.
That's true. 54, 69, 50-ish. Oh, my little children.
Does Ra want to discard his hand? No, he does not. Can we all discard a card?
So, a witty username 1234 so far is the closest. It's actually 86. If you can believe that.
No one went over?
I know. Crazy to think about. But yeah, 86.
So what's the breakdown?
Well, obviously 15 team villains, and then a bunch of environments, a bunch of heroes, and a bunch of villains. I don't remember exactly. I was mainly just counting all of them down the whole thing just to see.
Yeah, I mean, it is everything that's out except for Celestial Tribunal. So
yeah, it's everything that's out except for Celestial Tribunal, and then there will be... It becomes weird with Oblivion, because it's not really decks. I mean, it is, but, like, Oblivion as a villain has, like, 4 decks in and of himself, or itself. I think.
We'll find out exactly what's going on soon enough.
Yes, exactly.
But there are 5 heroes and 5 environments.
Yeah, 5 heroes, 5 environments, so 10 more minimum, which is take us up to 96, 97 if you count the title deck as a separate thing. And then, yeah, so sorry, it's 86, not counting the title deck is 2. It's 87 if you count the title deck.
And then we'll have Mini Pack 4 and Void Guard as well.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be over 100, which is awesome.
All right. Remember, you have cards you can play that do things.
I have cards I can play that do things.
Just play your best card. That's the one.
My best card. I'm gonna play Jim's hat.
That's the second one.
Yep. Let's see. Do I want to?
I think you probably want to try to get more cards.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I was thinking ultimate target on Bugbear, but I suppose there's other options.
You do Kill on Sight on Fright Train, who will probably be down before your turn.
Yeah, that was, yeah, I was looking at Kill on Sight. Like, gets 3 cards. Yeah, that's fine. I can do Kill on Sight on Fright Train. And then I can hit Fright Train. And then I can hit Fright Train some more.
As you do.
As you do.
Void Guard is indeed 4 individual hero decks.
Yep. What is this I'm sitting on? Oh, right! Yeah, so because we're thinking about the future, I'm going full retro today. I wore my WWDC 2011 hoodie.
And you were sitting on it?
I was sitting on it. And some of you might have noticed the t-shirt that I'm wearing. Look at that.
I thought you were going to wait and see if someone asked you about it.
Well, no one asked me about it, John, so I...
Give him some time.
Give him some time.
You just got impatient.
But you can actually see the prototypical Handelabra Games logo there. It used to be just the logo for Game Minder, which is our defunct, super awesome app that we made. Is that a GameCube controller?
Release date tracking.
Thank you, Lou Dolphin. What's up with that shirt you're wearing? This is a piece of internet history. Actually, I have a friend who I know through the Launch House who, when Game Minder went under, he begged me to get a Game Minder shirt, and I gave him one because he collects T-shirts from failed startups. And so I was like, yes, I am honored to be a part of your collection. Have I been to any since then? Any what? Were we talking about something in particular?
No.
Or Dalaka, have I been to any what? Or have we been to any what?
Failed startups.
Yeah. Yeah, so Game Minder was a way to track video game release date information, and the idea... Oh, WWC. Yeah, I went in 2010, 2011.
We went in 2012.
Did we go in 2012? Okay, we went in 2012.
Yeah.
So yeah, so 3 years. I don't think I've been since then. I don't think you've been since then either. Jesus Christ,
No.
that was 5 years ago? The hell have we been doing since then? Nothing.
Not as many native apps.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been less important for us. We still pay attention, though.
Jengro says, Game Minder released the same day as Half-Life 3. Excuse me, Game Minder released. Like, Game Minder was out for like 2 years, and it just didn't make any money. That was the problem with Game Minder. It wasn't that we couldn't finish it. We finished it, and then we cycled it, and then we had a big Game Minder 2.0 launch where it was like iOS, web, and Android. It was like a whole thing.
And there was actually a big debate about whether Half-Life 3 should be in it.
There was.
Because it was a game that everyone wanted to exist, but Valve never said would ever exist.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the decision was, whether we put it in or not. I think we put it in to stop people from asking for it.
Yeah, probably.
But, like, it's this thing that people assume is going to come, but there is zero information and nothing has ever been said about it.
Yeah, and that was kind of, we had sort of pseudo Wikipedia rules when it came to that, which was like there had to be some sort of public information about a thing, or the developer had to contact us directly. So we weren't pure Wikipedia. Wikipedia is like, it must be a tertiary, like, this is something people probably don't know about Wikipedia. Some people do, I'm sure. But Wikipedia considers themselves to be a tertiary source, which means they must be, all information must be sourced from a secondary source, meaning like a blog article, a news article, some kind of something. People think you can just go to Wikipedia and write whatever you want, which is not actually the case. I mean, but they added it. So
I can take out Fright Train on my turn if you do him like 2 damage.
Okay, so if I smite the Transgressor, use my smite the Transgressor damage to do that, and then use the rest of my damage against something else.
Yep, that's fine.
All right, awesome. I like it.
Maybe we'll start going after Bugbear.
Oh yeah, because he got Engine Destruction, so that'll actually be 3. All right, so he's gone, and then yeah, let's go after Bugbear.
I don't think Biomancer can heal the other targets. Let me just check. Mass Rebirth, no. Twist of Flesh, yeah, he only heals his guys. He doesn't heal others. So
Jesse C says he realizes that as the other day he realized that, or she realized she had been playing Sentinels of the Multiverse for a year. That is fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy how fast time moves with this kind of thing. Like, I can't believe, like, we are past 2.5 years in release, which means we've been working on the game for more than 3 years at this point, which is...
I've been playing it for...
crazy making.
Almost 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah, August of this year will mark the 6-year mark from when we met the Greater Than Games team, when they were next door neighbors to our booth at PAX Prime, now PAX West.
We are getting whittled down by all these mosquitoes.
The only HP that matters is the last one.
It's true. So I want that Blazing Tornado, but I also want to do area damage. I don't think I get to do both. So yeah. I'm going to play Blazing Tornado and then next turn do multi-things.
Oh man, I'm seeing all these people talking about how long they've been playing Sentinels, whether it's digital or physical. That is awesome. We love Sentinels. I mean, like, we've talked about this before. Like, we wouldn't be trying to make it, we wouldn't have started making it as a video game if we didn't love the game to begin with. So it is, I mean, you know, that's one of our sort of things. It's like, you know, we play the game if it seems like fun and it seems like it would make sense digitally, we will consider making it. And we, honestly, we have turned down games. People that came to us with money and said, please make this game. And we were like, you know, we either played it and it wasn't fun, period, or we didn't think it would make a good digital transition. You know, we have very specific standards, which isn't to say that it wasn't a good game. It's just we thought maybe it wasn't going to work digitally or that we weren't the right team for it. You know, we are dead set on only making the games that we think we can make a real contribution to making that game great. So, first iOS sale here, April 2015. Oh, bull.
Cool.
Awesome.
That's right. It wasn't on sale for a long time.
It wasn't. All right, let's see. Should I? All right, so wait.
Remember, you get 2 plays.
Did an ongoing card get killed?
What?
Like, I feel like, did I draw 3 cards? Are those the 3 cards? I see. Danny Boy just doing my job. I guess I thought I had more cards in my hand.
Right, Train made you draw cards from the bounty.
Okay, so I get 2.
I would be happy to discard a card for your thing if you want. If you're planning to do that.
Yeah, I think I might hold on to that. I'm looking, let's see, Battalion Brute. That's not so big deal. Sky Deck.
I worry about the environment.
Yeah, the environment doesn't look to be doing much. So, question is, do I want to get rid of the Eido thing? I could Sudden Contract, Temporal Grenade.
I don't worry about the Eido. Almost never. Like, it only takes effect if she does a specific thing.
Right, like reduces it to 1 HP or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think...
And there is a card, like, it does also take effect based on a one-shot in her deck, but it's also not a huge problem. I mostly, like, unless it's, like, easy, like, I have some ongoing destruction and nothing else to do, then sure, but...
Alright, I think I'm going to ultimate target on Bugbear.
Cool.
To start. Which gives me a little bit of ping damage, and then... Yeah, I guess I can just do my job. I mean, I always want to hold on to End of Days, but I feel like I don't know. I mean, yeah, we get rid of the homunculus, best facsimile.
It might be good to hold on in case things get rough.
Yeah, I'll get rid of Second Fang Strike. Yeah, so people are talking about how many hours they played. I actually made the mistake of looking in my Switch history, and it says I put in more than 150 hours on Binding of Isaac. Which makes sense, because I've been playing that game like crazy. It's one of those games where you don't realize how deep it is until you play it for a while, and then you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know what I didn't know.
I probably have fewer hours than some of our players on Sentinels.
Oh, I'm sure.
507 on Steam. And who knows how much on other platforms for testing and stuff. When I play, I usually play on iPad because it's more comfortable.
Right. Yeah, I should check. I can once I'm done with my turn here, I'll check Steam and see what. And that's the other thing is I actually have 2 different Steam accounts I play on. Sometimes I play on my my personal account, but then other times I'm playing on the Handelabra Games account. So. You have played 878 hours on Steam.
Mimatone is catching up to me. 504.
Nice. Jangaro, I discovered the board game at 2 a.m. at a convention Halloween 2014. What convention was that?
Sounds maybe like PAX.
Well, Halloween is late October. PAX is August.
Oh, that's right. What is it that's on October that you can never go to because it's Halloween?
That's GDEX. It used to be called OGDE, Ohio Game Dev Expo. Now it's called GDEX. That is actually end of September this year, so I will be going. That's in Columbus. It's pretty small though, but it's growing. This year, I think they're going to be over 5,000 or 6,000 people. Origins just finished up just this past weekend, and that was they claimed 17,000. So that's pretty cool. GaleCon, interesting. I don't know that one.
I don't have the cards I want. That's a good one. Absolute Zero can become the highest and take some of the heat. Bugbear still beating up on Mr. Facsimile.
Alright, what do we got? We got 17, 18, 27 versus 8, 11, 10, and 10. Alright, that's alright. I think we're okay. Yeah, keep doing that, Mr. Bugbear. Alright. Oh, no, not choose for me. Yep, ultimate target, right. And I'm going to
Doesn't matter unless you were going to kill him before he healed.
Yeah. We'll go sonic damage.
Come on, Bugbear. Holy Nova wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah, Sanvar says, I missed Origins this year. Too much going on this weekend. That's what pretty much always happens with me with Origins. Is like I always want to go, but it's like all the kids just finished school. Camp is starting up. Like it always ends up at just the worst possible time of the year. Okay.
I guess Mr. Facsimile's going to redirect that Holy Nova damage, but it's only one.
Yeah. Unless I want to embolden.
I guess you could embolden yourself and do more damage, or embolden someone else.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe emboldening Chrono-Ranger. Because he's got his compounded bow, but I also have a neurotoxin dart thrower in hand. But I may want a sudden contract again.
I don't see why there's a conflict there.
Yeah, I'll just Holy Nova. Unless, do you have healing?
Zero can take
yeah, I was
it.
going to say, you have healing.
Absolute Zero. Holy Nova is seldom terrible, says Miss Drake, and it is super awesome with Extreme Prime Wardens Fanatic.
Yes. Do you want me to kill Facsimile, or should I just keep going after Bugbear?
He's only a little annoying, so
Yeah.
it's one melee damage, so I think focusing Bugbear is more important. He's going to heal, but...
Yeah. And he's already getting a +1 to damage.
Ra's going to wipe him out on Ra's turn, so...
Okay.
I'm going to do Scorched Earth and wipe most of the board.
Nice.
So. Ra in Vengeance games is always good times. Especially if he gets drawn to the flame, which he didn't get this time. But not yet, anyway. There's not many ongoings left. But yeah, I think Scorched Earth is going to do 4 to everything. It's good in this environment, which builds up a little bit. And I don't think the Order matters because of that shield generator. So I'm just going to choose one.
So the question is, Biomancer another blood mage? And then the answer comes, Biomancer molds flesh. Yeah, I don't know that he falls into the same category of blood mage. He
definitely has some technology-based stuff going on. Like, if you look at his card back, he's like a robot inside. So I'm not sure how much magic is related to what he's doing. Could be. I don't know.
I'm sure it's somewhat magical, but it's definitely a combination.
I don't know if he's really been explored on the letters page too much yet, aside from them talking about how gross he is.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see how they approach that stuff. You know, like villains, team villains on the letters page. Because obviously some of them have already gotten, you know, some treatment. You know, they did a whole Vengeance 5 episode. But some of the villains and villains of the multiverse are full villains, which will probably get their own episode. Some maybe won't. I don't really know exactly how they're going to handle that yet. You know what would be cool is if there was a way to sort of like link to from the video game to the like relevant letters page.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool if you voted here as well.
That would be cool. Oh, are we at a vote? I'm still watching animations happen on my screen. I should probably fast forward those.
That would be cool. We should do that. Let's do that by Thursday.
Yes, I agree. I am not going to destroy a card. All right, so let's see what we got here. Bugbear is down to 7. Biomancer Operative. I did not do that thing with the extra power. I think I'm going to sudden contract again. And I'm going to... What is our current HP situation? 6, 7, 7, and 8. That's plenty. I'm going to by any means on Biomancer to help us get through his damage reduction a bit.
Cool.
But before I do that, I'm going to ultimate target Bugbear. And then... Let's see
you could destroy Bugbear right now if you wanted.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I Terrible Tech Strike, that's going to be 3 and 2. So that'll be done, and then I can use the rest of it for something else.
Like Biomancer.
Like Biomancer.
Sorry, Bugbear.
Alright, and then...
Not Left asks, could you do linking to the wiki from the Multiverse tab? You could be updated with new stuff from the letters page.
That is a fantastic idea.
Interesting. Interesting concept.
I want you to get right on that, John. Alright, so if I hit this, it's going to miss the first one, but then the second one will hit. For 2. I like that.
We can show the multiverse screen later.
Sure. Maybe in between games.
Ouch, Operative. Stop with your tiny damage. Continuing. I'm just gonna keep getting Absolute Zero back to the highest to soak some damage.
Yeah, see, I changed all my animation settings earlier because I was doing a thing where I was trying to read stuff. So I think that's why I keep getting hung up and you're like, why aren't you voting? It's because I'm waiting for animations to finish. So we'll
Yeah, I have pretty much default speed, but when there's a lot of damage, I fast forward through it typically.
Alrighty, absolute 0.
Soundbar says don't do it. Alright, canceled.
Call Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc, we're done. We're actually not going to do that. Yep. Cut it. Uh-oh, he already committed it. He already committed it? Or he already committed it. Alright, I guess we'll have to take a look at it after this game is done. Win or lose, of course, which I think is going to be win. I mean, come on, we got 2 of them in-capped already.
It was David, actually, who worked on that feature.
Oh, sorry. David, not Jean-Marc. Okay, good. Thanks.
Yeah, I would say just keep taking down Biomancer. Since he has by any means, we should be able to get through his DR pretty well.
Yeah, by any means is like, yeah, ultimate target, obviously that boosts Chrono-Ranger's damage himself, but by any means boosts everyone's damage, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's good times. Yes, DJ Matic, there's a David now. Actually, so he's been with us since January. And he will be at Gen Con.
Who wants to take 3 damage? I guess rock him. Clone Ranger.
Clone Ranger.
He looks familiar.
Yeah, that's the thing about Biomancer. So much healing. Like, knock it off, dude. Come on.
It's a lot of healing, but he only heals himself for 2, so we just have to take him down, and then that'll be it. We are slightly low, but
it's all right. If it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right.
That's right. We only need that one last hit point.
All right, what do we got? 2, 3, 2, and 2. That's plenty.
I want to play another Staff of Ra, but I can't, so I'm just going to play Inferno and burn things.
Burn it to the ground.
I can't hit that stupid Battalion Brute, so I'll just hit those Flesh Children, and maybe I'll hit Absolute 0. So he can heal up a little bit, because he can do himself more cold than that. And
nice.
Net a couple hit points out of that. And I guess I can hit a Homunculi for 1 damage. So I'll do that. That's why we got that show all targets button.
Yep.
So I could throw the staff in the hope of surviving till my next turn, so I'm going to do that.
I actually do that quite a bit. I'm a big fan of throwing the staff, especially if you got another one in hand or a summoned staff. Like, you know, don't be afraid to lose your staff, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. But it does lose tempo. That's the trouble.
Yeah. It's definitely not an early game. Well, it's an early game play or a late game play. It's not a mid game play. Mm-hmm. That's what I would say. All right. Yeah, we can get rid of it.
And this is why Jim's hat has this ability.
Okay. I don't have my pull from the trash. Temporal Grenade is a power.
So the Operative is going to do her thing where she does a pile of bonus damage.
Yeah.
She's going to kill Fanatic or Chrono-Ranger or... Well, okay. She's likely to with her character card ability, and then Eido Practitioner is going to make her do a pile of damage. You could Neurotoxin her so she would do less damage, or destroy Eido and we would still lose a guy. I don't know. She could also play a one-shot that it could go really poorly on her turn, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She could destroy us all on her turn. That is possible. So I think that the only way to really prevent that for sure is with the Temporal Grenade.
Okay, so let's say this. If I just do my job and we see what else I could get. Is there anything I could get that could improve our situation for my second card play? Significantly. I'm guessing not. I think Temporal Grenade is probably the best play.
Yeah, I don't think you could stop either of those things from happening.
Yeah. All right, so we'll do this. And I'll get the Toxin Dart Thrower out just so we have it. And then you have it.
Like, I think Just Do My Job is good so you could get Ultimate Target potentially back. But it's not as critical.
All right, so who should I hit with these little pings?
Yeah, you won't be able to hit Biomancer, so I would hit the Operative and anything you can hit, just the Flesh Children. You won't get more damage on your turn, so.
All right, what's she gonna do to us? Lay Shuriken. Oh boy.
All right, well, one of these at least can be the one that she kills. So who's that going to be?
I'm
leaning towards Fanatic.
Yeah, Fanatic can probably handle it.
Because, like, Absolute Zero isn't doing much right now, but he's, like, really set up and can survive things. So, all right. And then Chrono-Ranger can... This is going to reduce the next damage dealt. I mean, Absolute Zero can take the hit. He'll still be around next turn, so...
Okay.
To heal up. And sorry, Fanatic.
Miss Drake says, I know it's too late to incorporate this, but I think it would be cool if Flesh Children were nemesis to who they are copying. That is a comment for Christopher.
I'm sure it is that way for a reason.
Yeah.
As is basically everything in the game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I would not be shocked to learn that they actually tested it that way and decided that it was unbalanced or that they didn't like it. I mean, they, as is probably evidenced by the fact that they've been iterating on Oblivion for 6 months now. Like, they don't put out something without extensive playtesting. So you can always assume that if something is the way that it is in a game, it was probably because they tested it and it worked the best that way. That's not to say this game is perfect, but it is to say that they spent quite a bit of time testing it.
Oh, there goes Ra.
All right.
So, can we kill Biomancer?
Alright, one player may play a card, one hero regains 2 HP, select the hero, increase the next damage dealt by that hero by 2. So if we increase it by 2, if I let's see, if I compounded bow...
No, we cannot, the answer is we cannot kill Biomancer before he goes.
Yeah.
I think we need to probably take out Duplex Patriot. And I don't think we can take out Clone Ranger. And you could do that with Terrible Tech Strike. Yeah, Duplex Patriot will kill us both, so you have to take it. Actually, the Homunculus will kill us both. The game is over. It doesn't matter what you do.
All right.
Do what you want.
There you go. Twist to Flesh. Yep. There it is. Chrono-Ranger.
Yeah, it might have been better to target Operative next instead of Biomancer, but she does try to go after the lowest, which can be tough.
Ooh, hang on. I'm going to turn this up real quick. Oh, I can't turn it
up. Oh, yeah. New music.
Yeah, new villain music. We got a Biomancer, Bugbear, Fright Train, Operative mix. That's cool. I have not heard this particular mix before. Which makes sense, because there's 384,000 possible combinations.
What, you haven't listened to them all? How long would that take?
Yeah, I would. Let me see if I just wait to turn up the music. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can. Maybe if I select Sentinels only audio and turn it up here. There you go. That's the best I can do. We need a volume control on the victory screen. But we don't. Alright, so let's turn that back down to a reasonable volume. I don't know if it actually even got... Oh, you know what? I never... If I do that and go that, maybe that'll turn it up a little bit. I don't know. You guys tell me if you hear like you can hear... It sounds like someone mangled the banjo. Yes, it does sound a little bit like that. Alright, so let's go to a new game. I actually had a thought about this new game.
Do you want to do the Naturalist or something else?
Well, yes, the Naturalist is fine. I don't care who plays it. It can be you or me. But I feel like we need to go old school. We got a new expansion coming out. I want to play Ultimate Baron Blade in one of the new environments, because I have not played Baron Blade in any of the new environments yet. So let's just refresh everyone on what. Oh right, what about the Multiverse tab? All right, fine, I'll go to the Multiverse tab.
All right, you can show them the Multiverse tab, and I'll wait.
Multiverse. All right. So
I'm gonna find out how long it is to listen to all the villains' music.
Okay. All right, so let's say, I don't know, that we wanted to see what was going on with Legacy, for instance. Boom. More info. What is this more info? What? Sentinels Comics Wiki. Legacy page on the official wiki devoted. The letters page, the Freedom 5. The letters page, Legacy. Statistics summary. Hero's Guide to Legacy. Hero Guide Legacy. What is all this stuff? Oh my god! Yes, so this was something that we kind of had a brainwave. Was like, man, there's all this really great content out there for all the characters that you can learn and read and et cetera, et cetera. So we decided to devote some time to adding this in here. So if we go to the letters page here, oh, you know what? If I click out, it's not actually shown in the thing. Whatever. The long and the short of it is, when you click on one of those things, it takes you to the thing. When I click on that, it goes out to a browser, which is not captured by Game Show. But you can go to letters page episodes. You can go to wiki pages, all kinds of cool stuff that will help you learn about all the wonderful heroes, villains, and environments of the multiverse.
If you listen to all of the Villain Team Victory versions in a row, it would take you 170 days. So, buckle in. Get your stadium, buddy.
And get a bucket. Because that you can't go to the bathroom. That's the whole thing. All right, so Ultimate Baron Blade. It looks like you're the king, and that's fine. I think that we should play in one of the new environments. So you decide. Looks like some people were talking about Court of Blood. I don't know what other ones there might be. Obviously, you know, Court of Blood, Magmaria.
I don't think any of them specifically interact with Baron Blade. We can go for the Court of Blood because the music is awesome.
Awesome. All right, and I'm going to play Young Legacy. And yeah, you were going to play the Naturalist. That's good. And I think I'm going to do Rogue Agent K.N.Y.F.E.
Okay. So...
I don't believe it does DJ-Matic.
Did you talk about what Challenge Baron Blade does?
Oh, right. So let's pop that open. All right. So Ultimate Baron Blade. That means that Advanced and Challenge rules are both in effect. Advanced. At the end of the villain turn, the top H-2 cards of the villain deck are discarded. So obviously this makes sense because, you know, if he gets 15 in his trash on this side, you're done. However, Challenge, when Baron Blade flips to a second side, the villain trash is not placed on top of the villain deck, and the villain deck is not shuffled. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 15 or more cards in the trash, his Terra Lunar Impulsion Beam activates, pulling them into the earth. So basically, imagine if Baron Blade flips, but that doesn't negate the 15 cards in the trash rule. That's what's happening here. On top of the fact that extra cards go into the trash from Advance. So that is Ultimate Baron Blade. So are you not choosing a second hero because of that?
I am going to choose one. I'm going to choose one specifically to counter Baron Blade, which is the Visionary.
Visionary? Nice.
Because she has Brain Burn, which can move the trash into the deck, or shovel the trash into the deck to reset his countdown.
At the expense of dealing some damage to herself, but that's okay.
DJ-Matic asked if your 380,000 number counted songs that you couldn't hear at the end of the game by like having 2 Baron Blades or whatever.
It does not.
Okay.
No, that number comes specifically from the total number of 5 villain teams, 4 villain teams, and 3 villain teams put together.
Right.
And that is that 384,000. So no, it does not count like, custom versions that it's like both the harmony and the melody are Baron Blade.
Does it count ordering?
It counts ordering, yes.
Okay. Because the ordering of the last 2 villains in 5 hero games doesn't matter.
That's true. That doesn't matter. So, yeah, it's probably less than that.
It's a little bit less, but not too much less.
Yeah, not a whole heck of a lot less, for sure.
It's still many months of listening. You will still need a stadium, buddy.
Yet another blasted legacy. Will there be no end to your terrible line? You couldn't defeat my father, and you'll find me just as tough. All right. You know what? Actually, before I read that off, I'm going to turn the music up a little bit. All right. Okay, so Young Legacy opens with Danger Sense, Motivational Charge, Surge of Strength, and Takedown.
Takedown, excellent.
Nice. Naturalist, Crafty Assault, Natural Forms Power, Resilient Hide, and the Nimble Gazelle. Rogue Agent K.N.Y.F E, Flawless Execution for the Greater Good, Infiltrate and Obfuscate, and Kinetic Neutralizer. And Visionary, Brain Burn, hello!
Perfect.
Decoy Projection, Telekinetic Cocoon, and Rest the Mind.
So Brain Burn is our safety valve.
Yes. Alright, Mobile Defense Platform comes out, as it's custom. Slash and Burn, right off the bat.
That's fine.
An extra bonus against Legacy. Alright, 3 cards in the deck. Okay, so let's see here. Being that I'm Young Legacy, Surge of Strength is my obvious first choice.
I would absolutely play Takedown.
Yeah, I'm looking at Takedown here. Villain cards cannot be played. Yeah, early here, especially with already 3, I think, yeah, Takedown is a good choice. I'll go ahead and hit that.
Anything to slow him down.
Yeah, anything to slow him down at this point. Because we gotta get rid of the Mobile Defense Platform before we can even do anything. Petition for Baron Blade RPG cosplay. Yeah, at some point. That is the thing I will probably do. Not this year, though. To my knowledge, I don't think Ivan is going to be at Gen Con this year. He hasn't told me yet, but I think he's leaning against showing up.
I don't want these cards, but I have them. I'm going to put out Resilient Hide and get the Crocodile. I want to keep Crafty Assault in case some terrible ongoings come out.
Alright, let's see here. Kinetic Neutralizer. Increase damage dealt by knife to the villain target with the highest HP on 1. Yeah. I wonder if I might for the greater. Yeah, I was just looking at for the greater good right here because I don't have a lot of things I want to do.
You have lots of hit points.
And I got lots of hit points. So, ooh, Wrecking Uppercut. Okay.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's not great, but at least it'll let me do some damage.
And discard the top card of the villain deck.
Oh, right. Alright, I'm just going to get the Kinetic Neutralizer out for now, I think. Well, let's see. Infiltrate and Obfuscate. First time I deal damage. And this environment... Yeah, this environment does have some damage. Alright, I'm going to Infiltrate and Obfuscate. And then, let's see. Reveal the bottom card of a deck and to put it in play or discard it. Alright, so let's see. Who has the best potential payoff here?
Legacy has some good stuff.
Yeah, Legacy's got some good stuff.
I mean, you're still in your play card phase, so choosing K.N.Y.F.E is a good idea because you might get another power.
That's true.
Because you're using a power right now on your play card phase. Well, it didn't work out, but
Target 3 times.
you can still hit the
Yeah, I'll go
with
ahead
it.
and hit the MDP with this.
I mean, it's hit it or discard it, so.
Yep.
And the Visionary doesn't actually have a whole lot to do, so decoy projection. And I think I want to get a card I want more damaging cards for the Naturalist, so I'm going to search for something. Yeah, I'm actually going to discard the Gazelle because I can just use my power to get it later.
Yeah, that's the thing with Naturals. I always hate having forms in hand.
Yeah, it slows.
Feels like a waste of a card play.
He needs to plan ahead anyways, but yeah.
All right, Unhallowed Halls.
It can be good, like with the alligator, because you can the crocodile, you can play it and use the power right away. But
yeah, all right. So Unhallowed Halls came out, which I want to pop up in case anybody hasn't seen it yet. Non-vampire targets cannot regain HP. Targets cannot deal radiant damage. Increase all infernal damage by 1. So if we have anything that lets us choose damage type, we don't have any.
There's not a lot of infernal damage on this team.
Well, Twist the Ether.
Radiant. Yeah, there's Twist the Ether. That's true.
You don't have it though, but maybe we'll get it. All right. Should I just bolster allies, or can I get that Surge of Strength out now?
Surge of Strength will let you destroy the mobile defense platform.
Yeah, good call. My allies can be bolstered later. All right, we are up to 6 cards in the trash.
This is true.
Some rain happening at the Court of Blood. Uh-oh, thunder. Hope we don't lose power. It'd be tragic if the Wi-Fi went out at the Unhallowed Halls.
Tragic.
Shambhala, what is this, my mantra? It's the Wi-Fi password. We're not savages.
I'm going to play Natural Form's power in order to make better use of Bestial Shift next turn. Aronson asks, how does Blade have 40 hit points with 6 cards in the trash already? He is on Advanced and Challenge.
Yep. He is not messing around.
He's discarding extra cards. Luckily, he did discard Hasten Doom instead of playing it. Yeah. Oh, he discarded all the other Immortal Defense platforms.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
So that's good.
Yeah, I didn't look at that.
Yeah, your Kinetic Neutralizer now.
Yeah, definitely that.
Solid. If you can start dealing damage.
Yeah, if I can deal damage.
Downside of this knife.
Which I will find out now.
There you go.
All right.
Did you listen to the K.N.Y.F.E episode of the letters page?
All right, we don't have any redirection, do we?
No.
No. Okay. So
not for that.
Damage. And Focusing Conduit Blade comes out. Is somebody asking, oh, what's Baron Blade's challenge mode? Right, so challenge mode Baron Blade is that his Terra Lunar Impulsion Beam continues to count down. So when he flips, he does not shuffle his trash, he does not remove the MDPs, etc.
And you can still lose.
You can still lose for 15 cards in the trash.
He does actually remove the MDPs.
Oh, he does remove the MDPs. Okay, excuse me. But we're also playing
They're already
Advanced.
there already, so.
Yeah, we're already playing Advanced, which is adding 2 per turn. And then actually when he flips, we should talk about that. When he flips, his advances reduce damage to Baron Blade by 1. Yeah, good match for Visionary between Brain Burn and Suggestion, definitely.
Does anyone need some card draw? K.N.Y.F.E, maybe?
Yeah, K.N.Y.F E can always, at this point, K.N.Y.F E can definitely use some card draw, given where she's
You have
at.
the Conduit Blade, but you have to destroy it after you use it, so...
Yeah.
I'll let you look for something else. I think Wrecking Uppercut is fine as long as it's like you play it the turn before I play Brainburn.
Yeah, totally. Feast of Flesh.
Well,
All right,
environment
Feast of
is
Flesh
not
real quick.
very-
Yeah, at the end of the environment turn, play the top card of the environment deck. Then, if there are at least 3 vampires that play, destroy this card. At the start of the environment turn, each vampire deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 melee damage. And then that brought out Hunter Flupet. Felipe.
I think it's Felipe.
Felipe. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the vampire with the highest HP 2 melee damage and 1 radiant damage. Whenever damage dealt by this card destroys vampire, this card regains 3 HP. So he's our boy. Backlash Field. Not great, but we've got plenty of HPs to sponge it up right now.
Yeah, the Naturalist would be able to get rid of it, but I think I'd rather just do a bunch of damage.
Yeah. All right.
Well, you could Fortitude and take less damage if you want, or you could, if you bolster allies, a Night Mist might find a way to destroy the Backlash Field.
A Night Mist? You mean the Visionary?
I mean the Visionary. I don't know why I said Night Mist.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Oh,
or Knife might find a way too.
Yeah,
Knife has a card that can do that.
Bolster allies. So Inspiring Presence.
Hey!
Yeah, I like that. Feral Fury.
Those are all great.
Battlefield Experience. Yep. And Mass Levitation. All right, excellent. That's fine. I'm happy to take some extra damage here to deal some extra damage. Yeah, that's fine. Backlash me. Bring it, Baron. Bring it. You don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Some people are talking about bringing Visionary to games and stuff. I don't ever always bring a character to certain games. I feel that reduces the challenge a bit much. So most of the time I play random games.
Yeah, John has talked about this on the stream before. Like typically his thing is hit random and just go. I usually hit random and then check before I go, because there are some things that I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to take that on right now. Like if I get Night Mist and Argent Adept in a random, I'll probably switch one of them out. I know that's great for you, but like to me, that's like I have to think too much.
All right, I'm not going to hit the Hunter. He's a good guy, and then I get to just go full out crocodile style to Naturalist this game so far. Hey, Predator's Eye.
Yeah, Bolner Rep says like he random and veto. That's me. I'm the random veto. That's what I am. All right. Let's see here. All right, he's at 8 cards in the trash. Tra-la-la. I don't know if there's any Captain Underpants fans out there. I went to see Captain Underpants with my kids for Father's Day this weekend. Yeah, that's what I was looking at, was Battlefield Experience. I think that's probably the best choice here. 132 melee and 2 energy. Then sure, this card. I don't have anything boosting those, but
yeah, you have your +1.
Oh, I have my Connect Neutralize. That's right. Yeah, I find I always try to get her in a place where I can get both of them boosted, because that's a thing that can happen.
Yeah,
but
now you get to play another one-shot that deals damage, and so continue doing the +1s, right? Like Amplified Combatant or something.
Yeah. And yeah, we don't want to hit him. He's our boy. All right, he's down to 9.
All right, I'm gonna rest the mind on Felipe so I can have him target Baron Blade. Even though he's our friend.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point.
I'm protected by Decoy Projection as well. Anyone looking for a card? Legacy's got a pretty obvious card to play. Naturalist is good. Knife looks pretty good, I think. Maybe I'll use Foresight. I would like to get a Twist the Ether or a Mental Divergence. There's a Mental Divergence. I'll put that in hand. DJ-Matic asks, any chance one day we could get a settings for the random button for single player, like setting up to specifically only roll 3 hero games and that sort of thing? Potentially.
Yeah, if you haven't already, send us a specific request for that via our contact page. Because that, like, when things come in like that, we tend to make sort of tickets and cards for them, and they go into the queue of things that we're considering for future versions.
So you could also just press random and then remove heroes until you have 3.
That's true.
As an idea. So Dowager Ilona came out. Or Ilana, I'm not sure how she pronounces her name.
Yeah. Increase rating damage dealt to this card by 1. Whenever a vampire deals damage to a character card, that vampire regains 2 HP.
Alright, well...
And we got 2 unhallowed halls.
This is going to Baron Blade. And sorry, Felipe, you are getting rocked by this.
Oh yeah, Jesse C says I want preset teams. That's actually a feature we have in our list of things that we might get to someday. Like, I want to play the Prime Wardens, so you just, like, there's a button that's like, I only want to play the Prime Wardens. We haven't figured out exactly the best way to do that yet, so we haven't broken ground on a feature like that, but it is something that is in our list of things that people have requested, and frankly that we've requested, so we only have so many hours in the day, so.
Baron Blade is doing a gross. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. 7 equipment and or ongoing cards. I think we could easily lose Surge of Strength. And Naturalist could lose a couple. Yeah. I don't want to lose everything, but I think we should lose some things.
Yeah, I'm fine with Toner to lose Surge of Strength.
I'm going to lose... Oh, man. Do I want to lose those things? Like, I'm set up to do piles of damage on Baron Blade right now.
Well, so let's see. So we got to deal 7 to get him flipped, and then another 30. And we have to do that before he gets another 7 cards in his trash.
And on the other side, he's going to have damage reduction.
And he's going to damage reduction, right.
But I can do a +1 on him if I keep my Crocodile. So I can lose the Resilient
I mean,
Hide,
we're all... 3 of us are over 20.
Yeah,
so...
I'm going to keep these other 2 cards.
Okay.
You probably don't need the Infiltrate.
Yeah, I can lose.
It hasn't even triggered yet. But the other one I would hang on to.
Yeah, I'm going to hang on to that.
And then I can just get rid of these. I can get rid of both these. Actually, yeah, there is Rest of Mind. I didn't think about that, but that can be destroyed. Alright, and let's just target Visionary first, so... Goes to the decoy, and then it's going to be 6 to everyone else.
Devious Disruption, the original, that card. Yeah, and Devastating Aurora. Oof.
Well, I'll get rid of the Backlash Field on Visionary's turn.
Okay. So I feel like Inspiring Presence is the play here. Get some healing up and boost everything. Oh, right, on Hallowed Halls. Well, so much for the healing, but that's fine.
The boost is worth it.
The boost is totally worth it. Yeah, and this is where, like, I understand that Legacy is going to keep getting hit, and that's the thing, but whatever. It's for the greater good here. Even though I don't have that card. I might have that card.
All right. So I was thinking of going with Predator's Eye. But I guess I could go with Bestial Shift again. Yeah, he's going to flip, so Predator's Eye is going to be good to overcome the DR. I guess we already do that with the other thing. Trying to think of what's better. Oh, Natural Born Vigor. You may use an additional power on your turn. That's about as good as those other things right now, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to hit Baron Blade to flip him. So he does not reshuffle.
All right, we have 4 more cards. And that triggers at the start of his turn, right?
Yeah, so we're fine this round. And depends on what he plays. Mm-hmm. We might be fine. So, but we still have Brain Burn in case we need it.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Is it too early to focus in Conduit Blade and deal +1/+1?
I don't know what you mean. Is it too early?
Well, like, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna lose it, but I've got another one.
You get to play the other one. That is something that has been changed for the update that people may notice.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, actually. I came across that earlier today, and I was like, wait a minute. I thought I was...
Christopher changed the wording to after this card is destroyed.
Aha.
So it's gone, so you can play...
All right, yeah, let's dive deep on that real quick so that people understand what that means. So Focusing Conduit Blade says, increase damage dealt by a knife by 1. After this card is destroyed, you may play an equipment card. The previous wording was what? When this card is destroyed?
Yes.
Yeah, so, and as a result, that meant that you couldn't play another one of this because it was not done resolving, and it was a limited card, which meant you couldn't play a second Focusing Conduit Blade. It looks like Christopher has updated that so that when this card is gone, you may then play another copy of it if you have it in your hand. Yeah, I came across that earlier today, and I actually thought it was related to a different thing. But obviously it wasn't, so that's awesome.
All right, Legacy is attacking us all. So I think she should hit Baron Blade first and the mob and then kill herself. She has been infected. She is no longer to be trusted.
Oh boy. But that's okay. If she can hit Baron Blade down to 17. And then... Okay, yeah, so let's actually look at that. Infecting an air.
Jake Walker.
At the end of the environment turn...
update that. It is being updated on Thursday.
At the end of the environment turn, the vampire with the highest HP deals the non-vampire target with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. If a vampire damages a character card this way, that target deals each non-vampire target 2 infernal damage and then destroys this card. Okay, so that's what we're talking about here. So Legacy has been bitten. She might not be a full vampire yet, but she's getting there. So let's... so we hit that. We'll hit the angry mob.
And then if she hits herself, she will be incapacitated and stop.
Which is good.
Bertez asked what prompted the change. Someone asked about it. You too can make a difference.
Yep.
And everyone's cheering in the background.
Yeah, there's some people outside my door. I would normally close the door, but it gets way too hot in here if I leave the door shut. So.
All right, Baron Blade at 17. No more backlash field. I think we got this. I think the +1 is going to be...
Yeah, that was what I was leaning toward.
The most useful thing.
Done.
I don't want to regain 4 hit points. I want to do more things. I'm going to do more things.
Oh, Baron Blade, why are you bringing this weak sauce? Three cards we need to avoid.
Can you do 6?
Can I do 6?
You certainly can.
How would I? Let's see. Yeah, if I reckon uppercut. Yep. Oh no, another card went into his trash. What are we going to do? I think we're going to hit him. And we're going to call it a day. Right as the music swells and dies. Oh, achievement progress. I'm earning achievements.
Woo!
Only one incapacitated hero. I'll take it.
And even just then, due to the vampires.
That's an awesome costume. Someone should totally cosplay Baron Blade looking like that.
You should do it at Gen Con for maximum effect.
I should do that at Gen Con 2015. Right on. Yeah, achievement hype. Woohoo!
There are no new achievements.
Yeah, it wasn't a new achievement. It was actually an old achievement. It was like beating a villain on challenge mode and whatever. Yeah, again, this is because I constantly bounce back and forth between 2 different Steam accounts. So as a result, my achievements are complete.
Also, we're developers, so we reset our achievements and things.
Yeah, exactly. All right. What else should we do tonight, I think? I wonder.
I don't know.
You want to do another team, or you want to do a single?
We could let the chat... We should do a single villain, but we should let the chat decide what we're doing.
All right, so let's vote for...
Fully vote, just like Mark does.
Villain. All right, so the first villain to get 3 votes after I said vote for single villain. All right, Progeny.
Hammer and Anvil are not a single villain.
Yeah. Progeny, Kargra, Deadline, Spite, Progeny, 2 Progenies, 2 Deadlines, 3 Deadlines.
Deadline it is.
Deadline it is. All right, let's pop Deadline open and see what we got here. So, Radical Peacemonger. At the start of the game, Deadline enters play. Radical Peacemonger side up. Atomic Englaive is put in play. The villain deck is shuffled. At the end of the villain turn, if there are 3 or more Catastrophe cards in play, Deadline flips. Otherwise, the top card of the villain deck is played. Advance. Whenever a Catastrophe card is destroyed, Deadline deals each hero target 3 infernal damage. And Challenge. Villain device cards are indestructible. Alright. And heroes. Let's do this, and then randomize. I got
You're
Dark.
not letting the chat decide?
Oh, I guess we could let the chat decide. You want the chat to decide everything?
Yeah.
Alright. So heroes. Not hero.
We'll ask them to decide the first hero.
Okay.
You gotta do it one at a time or it's chaos.
Hero 1. Alright, so the first 3 to get a vote after Hero 1. Yes,
It's time for viewer's choice.
Argent, Scholar, Hunted Naturalist.
And we can pick the variant, so we'll take as long.
Hunted Naturalist. 2 Hunted Naturalists.
Unless they specify the variant.
Scholar,
2 scholars.
2 Scholars. What's it gonna be?
Hunted Naturalist.
The third
That's
Hunted...
what HN means.
Oh, alright, so I'll do Hunted Naturalist. Alright, so... Oops. I hit the wrong thing. Okay, hang on. Vote for Hero 2.
That's Guise. That's something Guise would do.
Yeah. Good.
Alright.
Alright, Argent Adept was... Oh, Termination Absolute Zero, Argent Adept, Parse.
Guys. Spit it, guys.
Now you have to stick with Guise.
Oh, there's Guys.
Alright, so you'll do
I will
Guise.
take Guys.
Alright. Vote for Hero 3. Alright, another Argent, Omni-U, Fanatic, Argent Adept, Skyscraper, Setback, Skyscraper, Parse, Super Scientific Tachyon, Setback.
I think that's... Oh, there's lots of 2s.
Yeah, a lot of 2s.
2 Captain Cosmics.
2 Captain Cosmics.
Argent
2 Argent Adepts.
And you can choose your promo.
Oh, yeah, there's 3. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll do...
There are 3 Argent Adepts.
3 Argent Adepts. Yep, that's fine. I'm going to do... That's alright. I know which Argent Adept I want. And that is Prime Warden's Argent Adept. Alright, vote for Hero 4.
Hero 4.
Cosmic, Parse, Cosmic.
Captain Cosmic.
Looks like Cosmic. Alright, and then vote
Finally the environment.
for ENV.
Of course, they're going to pick the Fantastical Festival. They always do.
Yeah. Rook City, Magmaria, Enclave, Magmaria.
Oh, it's going to be Magmaria.
Magmaria!
Alright. Deadline in Magmaria. He is destroying the lava. The liquid hot magma.
Liquid hot magma. This is an interesting team, actually. I think they went out of their way to get Guise and Argent Adept on the team together. You
and the Naturalist.
As the true example of your world, you cannot hold yourself together. I am truly sorry. I need not your apologies. Leave the planet before you no longer are able. I don't know.
I was wondering what your howl was going to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize it was going to be a thing. All right. Hunted Naturalist starts with Feral Fury, Indomitable Force, Primal Charge, Resilient Hide. Guise has got Let Me See That, Say Cheese, Super Ultra Kawaii. Where did I leave that? Argent Adept, Prime Wardens version, has Sadistic Dissonance, Instrumental Conjuration, Syncopated Onslaught, and Infernal Sonata. And Captain Cosmic has got a Destructive Response, Harsh Offense, Potent Disruption, Vitality Conduit. All right. We didn't do like advanced challenge or anything crazy. So
No, nothing like that.
nothing like that.
Did you look at his card?
Uh-oh. Oh, so we did ultimate, huh?
That's right.
Well, that's fine. I read off all the ultimate rules. You guys all remember what they were, right? Okay, good.
It is ultimate.
The ultimate challenge.
The main thing is that destroying catastrophes are
will hit us.
hurdy, and we can't destroy his things. Which, like, I never bother destroying the Atomic Enclave anyways. But some of the other things can be problematic.
Ah, I see.
But we can still focus damage on Deadline. That's another damage race.
Well, and just to flip him over real quick, his advance on his other side, whenever an environment card is destroyed, each hero character card deals itself 1 psychic damage.
And you'll note that a lot of environment cards are destroyed on this side.
Yes, on this side, that is definitely a thing. All right, so... And actually, is this the side where, on the flip side, where they get removed from the game?
The flip side is where they get removed from the game, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Feral Fury... Yeah, I have nothing active right now. Yeah, I'm wondering if I Resilient Hide or Feral Fury and then... Or not Feral Fury, Indomitable Force and then just Rhino. I mean, I'm leaning to one of those two. Obviously, Primal Charge is going to do anything for me right now. Feral Fury would let me deal 2 damage, but...
Remember, you can play a card after choosing your form.
Oh, right.
You might want to look at his power again.
Yeah.
So you can use Feral Fury as part of the power.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I think I'm going to start with Indomitable Force, and then I will Crocodile and Feral Fury. And because of that advanced rule, or is it a challenge rule? Challenge rule, we're not going to even bother with his devices, right?
Well, like, unless we can, like, neutralize his damage or something. Or, like, it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Like, it's really bad for him to flip over and destroy them, too, so... We basically do ourselves as much damage as that. So... We don't have any ongoing destruction right now anyways. So it's not like we can do anything about it this turn. I'm going to look for a better card. I found a good one. 2 of the same good one. Sure.
Good.
And I'm going to draw a card, I think, because I don't want to play anything at the moment. Yay, best card ever.
Best card ever.
Welcome, Pig and Rooster, longtime viewer, first-time Twitch commenter. Welcome to the stream.
Says they love the streams.
Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
chat.
Yeah, welcome to the world of participation. We're happy to have you.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow. All right, let's see. Argent Adept. What have I got here? So I'm gonna. I have no instruments, although I do have an instrumental conjuration. Let's see. Do I want to deal 1 target, 1 sonic damage, or do I want to discard 2 cards and draw 3 cards?
So an Argent Adept's card, is he ordering drinks? My
2.
Dos cerveza, por favor.
I think I'm going to Syncopated Onslaught. Not Ocelot. Babu! He remembers me! Alright, so I got the Lyra out. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to deal some damage here. And I draw the harp.
Argent Adept dealing the damage. Oh, yeah.
There it is. Who says he's not a DPS character? Come on.
There's a lot of noise now, just so you know.
Yeah, there's some people having a good time outside. And
Their party?
Something's going on.
Party time.
I don't know.
I think I'm going to get a destructive response in case I get a construct in play here. Get out of here. I did get an augmented ally. Would someone like it? I think Guise might like it, but he never usually has a different power. I guess I could let me see that and use something else. Usually it works pretty well on Argent Adept. So I'll give it to the Argent Adept.
My goodness, it is getting crazy boisterous out there. What's happening?
The Hunted Naturalist often doesn't have enough cards to spare to discard one at the start.
Yeah.
So. Takewalker says they didn't understand that sanctified card games are happening here.
Yeah, so that's part of We Can Code It, which is a really awesome sort of coding boot camp that's here in the Start Mart with us. And they do daytime classes, but they also do evening classes. And I think this is an evening class that has found the alcohol. Just a guess.
So 2 players must put a card from hand on top of their deck. Guise is okay to put one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Argent Adept can, I guess. Or Captain Cosmic.
Guise volunteers.
He's a team player, that Guise.
And yeah, I can put a Vitality Conduit on top, and then I can play Harsh Offense and get at least 2 damage. So I don't mind stacking the top that way. Or I could play something else and then play the thing that I know is there. Okay, we can take some damage. Subduction Super Zone hits us for damage. Welcome, another letdown.
He's
and now
here.
We have a flipped deadline. So he destroyed the Seismic Defender, and we're all taking 1 damage. You have to watch. I'll have to watch out for that with Guise, because if I give myself +2 damage, that could be rough. I mean, I'll still do it. Don't get me wrong. And there goes that augmented ally. It was nice knowing you. But I do get to do some damage. And I'll hit that end blade because why not? Alright, and we lost 3 environment cards. And Guise can take this hit because he can heal more. And will be healing on his turn.
Pig and Rooster says, "Hi, in the legend. I live the archive. Love." That's awesome.
All right, so you are Crocolicious right now.
I am. So let's see. Primal Charge, deal 1 target 3 melee damage. And that's until the end of my next turn.
Once again, remember, you can, on your power, you can be in 2 forms.
Yeah, no, I'm looking.
All right. Just want to make sure
you
see the potential.
There. All right, we'll start with Primal Charge. Hit deadline for some Nemesis. And then, let's see. I mean, I could Gazelle. And then up to 3 targets, 2 melee damage. But there's no ongoing cards, or I could Resilient if I can turtle a little bit. I mean, my sort of default position is to go with the Gazelle and deal some damage.
So did you not want to do more damage?
Well, I'm looking at these here. So Resilient Hide.
You could have played Resilient Hide and then used your power to switch.
Oh, and been in
Rhino
2.
And get both forms abilities.
I see what you're saying. All right, let's do that then. All right, so Resilient Hide to start. And then what is it? It's just one target, 2 melee damage. Okay, cool. All right, so then use the power. Do the Rhino. So now I'm Rhino and Crocodile. I'm a Rhinodile. Or Crocodo.
Exactly.
And play Primal Charge. And do 3 damage. And 4 damage. Good time. See, this is why I love having you here, John. These are the things I wouldn't notice if I was by myself.
That's why I'm here.
And now the crocodile's gone, and I'm just a Rhino.
Have you seen the 1960s Batman movie?
I did, but it was like a long time ago. I watched it with a bunch of friends once, like late at night.
It's pretty great. I am going to be the barbarian.
Croconosaurus. Croconorus. Not Croconorus? Not Saurus. Croconorus. Croconosaurus. That's a good one.
And I think I don't have the right cards for Super Ultra, so I'm just going to say cheese and take advantage of my +2. And then take more advantage of my +2. And if we need to destroy an ongoing card, you can destroy that one. I am going to be ready to steal one of your instruments and play some sweet licks.
Some sweet tunes. All right, let's see here. I've got Syncopated Onslaught, which is a rhythm. Sadistic Dissonant. Draw 2. Discard 2 cards. Draw 3 cards. It's a harmony and a rhythm. So the harmony, I would have to destroy it to use that.
You could get your bell if you want to use both things on your syncopated.
That's true.
I don't know if that's what you want though.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I always get sort of like in the weeds on Argent Adept, so I'm looking, I read each card and sort of try to figure out what I want to do.
That would be cool if guys could play Blatant Reference, but it's possible if you have the right card on the bottom of your deck, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Sadistic Dissonant and then base power and see what I get. I'm a sucker for play a random card and see what you get. Like that's a thing that I do.
Well,
now I've got 2 Syncopated Onslaughts.
Well, you could get more cards.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we'll get rid of this. Get rid of the Instrumental Conjuration. Ooh, Arcane Cadence, okay, and Schizo, Frost and Flame, and Instrumental Conjuration back. All right.
I taught you well, my son.
I know, don't discard that one. I was like, ah!
Especially when he's going right before Captain Cosmic.
Yeah.
It's like the best. All right. I don't have any constructs, but I know I have one on my top of my deck. Ooh, 6. I'll take that. And see what I got. An under augmented ally for deadline to destroy. Well, sure. Argent Adept can have that as well. You can do all the damage with Argent Adept, JZC says.
All right, we get a Crystal Collector. Let's pop that open for anyone who's...
Magma crystals in hand, though.
Yeah, no magma crystals. So this is a Magmarian. This card is immune to fire damage. At the end of the environment turn, each player may discard a magma crystal. Any player that does may draw 3 cards. So yeah, magma crystals are a thing in this environment that you can have not only from the environment, but there's also environment cards that make all, I want to say, equipment into magma crystals. Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Equipment cards gain the keyword magma crystal.
Yeah. All right, another...
Probably would be liquid hot magma crystal, but it doesn't fit on the cards.
Yeah.
Something Christopher has to worry about that we don't.
Yeah. All right, I am a Rhino right now, so let's see. And I already have Resilient Hideout.
Threatening Stomp is very dangerous right now.
Yeah. Let's see. Crafty Assault. I can hit him. And I don't have... Yeah, I think I'm just going to Crafty Assault here. Hit him for 3. And... I mean, is it worth it to hit the Crystal Collector, or should I leave him out?
He's generally helpful. He can be a problem in certain cases, so it's not bad to like weaken them.
Yeah, I'm going to weaken him and then just...
You may as well hit the N-Glaive so that he remains the highest in case something matters for that.
And then I will... I think I'm going to...
Well, you can draw a card with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw a card. I think I'm gonna stay in...
Yeah, that makes sense to stay the Rhino, I think.
Stay Rhino. Rhinosaurus. And draw a card. Bestial Shift. Okay. Maybe I'll do that 2 powers thing, or 2 forms thing at the beginning of next turn. And I draw a Cornered Beast.
Well...
DJomatic says, specifically for you, Jeremy, can you think up a scenario where you win a game where 0 damage total from all sources happens, no cheating and checking the Steam forums, but I will tell you 2 possible versions are possible, just a thought puzzle to keep you busy in some spare time. Alright. Think of a scenario where you win a game where 0 damage total from all sources. Like, including the villain? I feel like I can't set up a situation where the villain isn't going to do any damage.
I mean, there are many villains that don't deal damage on their turn themselves.
Right. Yeah, that is a little bit too deep in the weeds for me. Like, I believe you that is a thing that can happen, but...
Mainly you have to think about villains that have alternate conditions where you can win in other ways.
Right. Yeah, someone already said 3 relics in the trash. Like, yeah, okay, I get that. Alright, I have to focus on this game now.
You want to discard a card to use a power. Could be good to do the base power.
Yeah. Question is, what am I going to discard? Because these are all fantastic cards. Yeah, that's what I had selected. That's fine.
That is the least fantastic card.
The least fantastic card for sure. All right. Let's see. What do I have here? That's going to be destroy an instrument, which I don't want to do. That's fine. All right. So we'll do base power. Rhapsody bigger, not terrible. I get to use a company. And I don't want to discard any of those cards, so I'm just going to deal some damage. Yeah, I mean, how are you going to knock on Arcane Cadence? Come on. Alright, I already have Vernal Sonata in hand. 2 Vernal Sonatas here, a Bell, which can go in the trash. Alright, so hand, top, bottom, trash, play. So let's... I don't have something that can do a melody. What does Bulwark? 2 targets start of your turn, reduce damage to those targets by 1. One player may draw a card now.
I think the Bell, I would probably play it.
Alright, so
it's good for the songs you have out.
Maybe we don't really need that. Top.
So the Super Tonic would be great to play. I might have played that instead of Arcane Cadence.
Yeah, I was considering that.
Then Guise could have used his power. That would have been awesome. And probably better than what you got from Arcane Cadence, which is, in my opinion, not an automatic play.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a handful of great cards.
I know. Alright, who am I increasing?
Guise.
Yeah, Guise.
Guise is doing damage at the end of every turn. And probably the Naturalist, I guess.
Yeah, he's got the ability to do some stuff, so... And then the Accompanies, I can deal 1 sonic damage, I can discard 2 and draw 3, which we already discussed I don't necessarily want to do. So I'll just deal one-sided damage to him. So maybe not an ideal play, but
it worked.
But a play nonetheless. And now I have 3 Vernal Sonatas in hand.
And now I can do 4 damage. Well, I'm gonna blow up that augmented ally now to damage the bad guys. Is it true, Jeremy, that Villains of the Multiverse is being released the day after tomorrow?
It is true! Be it resolved. June 22. 22nd of June.
You can't handle the truth. Autonomous Blade in play, yes please. And next to Guise, yes please. I only wish Guise had more cards now. But I will do my best.
Draw Conservation of Energy. Oh, Deadline. Why you gotta mess with us? Magmarian Throng. Inner Core Tunneler. Let's pop those open real quick. So Magmarian Throng. At the end of the environment turn, reveal cards from the top of the environment deck until a Magmarian is revealed. Put it into play. Discard the other cards revealed this way. If no Magmarians are put into play, destroy this card. And that, of course, brought out the Inner Core Tunneler, which is a 12 HP Magmarian. This card is immune to fire damage. Whenever a hero character card would be dealt damage, one player may discard a Magma Crystal. If they do, redirect the damage to this card. Again, we don't have any Magma Crystals
We
in
don't
hand.
have any Magma Crystals. I don't even have any near me I could show you to demonstrate, and it would be too hot. Discard the top 2 cards of each non-villain deck. So the order here isn't going to super matter, I don't think.
Yeah.
And destroy cards. So here's the thing. Guise is rocking it with what he's doing. But there's a good chance Deadline's going to flip and destroy like his business. Well, not destroy his business, but like make Guise hit himself and stuff like that, which would be bad. So I'm going to destroy Guise's things. Sadly. The Magmarians are nudists.
Yeah, Zomcat says, is it
Makes
just
sense.
me, or there's super few Magmarian crystals in there? There are, but remember, there's a card that makes all equipment cards into Magmarian Magma crystals. So
All of the Magmarian thongs are burned up by the magma.
Magmarian thongs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to know what a Magmarian thong is.
What? They're flip-flops in Australia.
Yeah, and in America in the 80s, before it became a completely different thing.
Just like pants are a different thing there, too.
Yes, that's true.
All right. He's destroying 3 environment cards, so we're each going to deal ourselves 1 psychic damage per. And I'm going to fast forward. Oh, the syncopated onslaught.
Yeah, it
boosted. Burns. But he's down to 19. I feel like we have a good chance to... I mean, there's a card in the Operative deck where I think she's naked. So unless he is saying she's... I guess she could be wearing a thongs on her feet in the bath.
Well, and on Citizen Hammer's flip side, there's a character that does not appear to be wearing a whole hell of a lot.
The Visionary?
She's glowing green and has 4 arms, so there's that, but...
And there's the T-Rex. The T-Rex is naked.
That's true. I feel like the Velociraptors and maybe the...
No, the Velociraptors have little sneakers.
Ah, okay.
Pretty cute.
Alright, so I have my Rhino happening right now. What did I have? Bestial Shift has And Naturalist regains 3 HP. May use a power and reduce damage to all. Naturalist does 1 target 3 toxic damage. Cornered Beast. Alright, and Threatening Stomp. Alright, I wonder, so...
Yeah, I think you could get away with Threatening Stomp.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Like, he's low right now, but if I Threatening Stomp,
But
and
he
then...
flipped, and... Yeah, he flipped, and he's not going to do much on his turn, so...
Yeah, so I'm going to Threatening Stomp.
And you get, like, 2 +1, so...
Yeah, +1.
And then you can get the Croc out.
And then I'm going to...
Rock out with your Croc
Well,
out.
actually, I don't know if I was going to Croc. I was gonna... Well, yeah, I guess if we're this close to the end...
Right. It's time to win.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. No clothes, try no skin. The ultimate naked.
I can even potentially play another card from Say Cheese, but I don't want to. I just want to draw a card. Tough Cookies. Alright, Argent Adept, you got this?
Maybe. Alright, let's see here. How to do 3 damage. Sonic 1. Let's see. If I do... Yes. I definitely have this. But I'm going to do like a circuitous route. So I think I'm going to start with Inspiring Supertonic. Actually, yeah, that's not even really... why not? So we'll do that, and we'll do this. Use a power, it'll be me. And I'll use the bell. And I'll increase my own damage by 1.
Look at that. It's like you're becoming an Argent expert.
It's almost like I'm becoming Adept at the Argent Adept. And we'll deal some damage there, and maybe deal some more damage here. And then maybe this will teach you to become a lifeline, Deadline.
Maybe this is the moment.
Maybe this is the moment where he's like, what am I doing with my life?
Why did you break my toys?
You have shown me the true way. Maybe I must join with you, because there's an even deeper evil on the way. Ah, well done, well done.
They didn't like your dad joke.
All right, so let's hop out to the retry connection. Wah, wah. So let's go back to the multiverse here, because I wanted to show everybody this again real quick. So we talked about it briefly. I showed you Legacy. Let's go to maybe a villain, because I know we've looked at some villains. I think, is Choke Point one of those villains, maybe? Yeah, so if we go into Choke Point here and you hit more info, look at this.
Oh, there is more info.
Sentinel Comics Wiki, letters page, Choke Point, statistics summary.
While Jeremy is doing this, if anyone has any questions for us, we could do a little question period for a few minutes.
Indeed, yeah, because I mean we're far enough in, and we've already played 3 games. We're not going to play a 4th game tonight, but I wanted to show off some of the cool new stuff that's coming. So we can also look at who else have we looked at? I feel like we've seen an Expatriate episode.
You could see what's behind Spite Agent of Gloom's artwork that has not been seen by many, even on his physical card.
That's true. That's true. All right, so let's pop open
physical card. Like, I guess you do see it because it's not an oversized card, but. All
right, so yeah, so that's Plague-Rat. I went the wrong way.
A lot of people on the digital version have basically seen him peeking over his wall of text.
Yeah, so here's Spite, and if we go to the variant, we've got Agent of Gloom. If we look at the cards, look at all that green text, but we've actually added a thing now where you can just click on this, and then you can see him. There he is in all his disgusting glory. Spite, the Agent of Gloom, or the Broken Vessel.
DJ-O-Matic asks, how are you tonight, Jeremy?
Pretty good. I'm solid.
I am well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the master of the greater than sign.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, so that's one of the little thingies that we added because you can't really see much here. So we turn on, turn off.
Especially with challenge mode.
Yes.
Challenge mode sort of boosted the text up so that it was over most of the villains' heads. Or at least enough of them.
Yeah, so just to remind everybody real quick, we are releasing a thing on Thursday. Tell your friends. Villains of the Multiverse, June 22nd, this Thursday. Also, Legacy Day is coming up. That is July 4th, 2017. We will be doing a stream that night, and we're looking for you guys to send us your Legacy cosplay. Because the person who sends us the best one will be invited to potentially join us on the stream.
Amazing.
And by us, I mean John and maybe me. I still don't know if I'm going to be with my kids that night. We usually go to a thing that might be on the 3rd to do fireworks, so I don't know if I'm going to see fireworks with them on the 4th yet, but we will see.
Big and Rooster asks, is it true in the first release of Sentinels you could interchange the play-in power phase? No, that is not true. The main difference between... the main mechanical difference between the original version of Sentinels and the Enhanced Edition was that in the original edition, you could change the maximum HP of targets.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, so, his HP wasn't locked.
Yeah. Staff of Ra would increase Ra's maximum hit points, and that would make his current hit points go up and down, and it was just a little too awkward. And that was a refinement that they made for the Enhanced Edition. The other big thing, non-mechanically, was they updated a lot of art, and they created art for the environments, which didn't have art on their cards.
Right.
In the original version.
Yeah. Yeah, and John actually has an OG. Yeah, John has an OG original version of the game that he bought at PAX Prime 2011.
Yeah. A major feature of the Enhanced Edition is that after you open the box, you could put the cards in and close it again.
And you close it again. Yes, indeed.
That was something, technically you could, but you had to, make your cards go all mixed up to do that with the original box. If you had them by deck, you just couldn't do it.
Yeah, so, DJ-O-Matic, wait, who was it? Takewalker says, changing max HP. Wow, yeah, so, it wasn't actually changing max HP, it's just that there wasn't such a thing as max HP.
It was... Are you going to contradict me? It actually literally was changing max HP.
Oh,
that's what it was.
The card said, increase the max HP by 1?
Yep.
Oh.
That's what it was.
I stand corrected. But that lives on in Spite's advanced mode, or excuse me, challenge mode, which is that basically challenge. In fact, here I can bring it up because I'm in Spite right now. So let's go back to regular variant. So if you look at challenge strung out maniac, Spite can regain HP past his maximum HP. And I've had Spite up to I think 130, 140 HP in testing. And you can get him much higher than that if you don't, focus on trying to actually win.
Nate Diggity Doggity asks, what happens when someone clicks on a link in the additional information for a hero and the link is broken? Hopefully they tell us and we fix it.
Yes.
We can fix it remotely. We don't need to have an update to that.
This is a live ops kind of a thing.
Yeah, because there are new Letters Page episodes every week, right? So it's going to update with those on a timely
similar to the way that
basis.
Similar to the way that the in-game news items update from a server, this pings a server as well to sort of find what it should be populating in this area. And we did this. Look, the reason why we did this is because there's so much cool information out there about these characters and about the story. The Letters page is just the most recent example of this, but the wiki's out there, the stats are out there, and we figured there should be a way to connect what you're playing in the video game to all that great information out there. And so this is something that's been actually in the planning stages for a while, and we were like, I think we finally got time to do it, so let's go ahead.
We have lots of requests for I want to see a strategy guide, or I want to see stats for things and that sort of thing. And so those are all in there too, and we're going to be updating the links and adding more as we see more. So if you write a strategy guide, let us know, and we can get it in there if it is what we're looking for. So have a look and see what's in there, and just sort of the depth that we're looking for strategy guides. Sombra points out that the enhanced edition also had improved card stock. The original version is like really thin cards.
Right.
That's one way to tell that you have a real Young Legacy card.
An actual Young Legacy.
It feels really cheap because it is.
Indeed. All right.
And yeah,
cool.
there are a few other rule changes and stuff, but like the main thing mechanically was the max HP thing.
All right, cool. So, yeah, it's 9, so I think we're going to be just about done. But I did have one other show note that I did want to mention, which is that I have some good news and I have some bad news. The bad news is that there will not be an episode of Sentinels Live next week.
How could you?
How could I? Yes, unfortunately, we just aren't going to be around for Sentinels Live next week because there is actually going to be something else. Dun, 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 dun. What? What is this? That's right. Next week, 7 p.m. Eastern, will be the first episode of our brand new periodic show, Handelabra's Agents of S.T.R.E.A.M. What is Agents of S.T.R.E.A.M, you ask? That is a ultimate team-up show between John, myself, Lou Dolphin, and another letdown. That's right, it is the ultimate connection of the team-up, the Handelabra's Agents of S.T.R.E.A.M. Same time, same channel, same place, same link, but a whole different show. So join us next week at 7 p.m. We're going to do these episodes periodically. I don't know how often, but that's the idea. So join us. You don't actually have to change much, but it'll just be a whole different kind of concept. Does stream stand for something, says Miss Drake? You'll just have to tune in next week to find out. That's right. All right, folks. So, yes, that is going to do it for another episode of Sentinels Live. Sentinels of the Multiverse is the only cooperative comic book card game that you should be playing. Thank you for joining us. We do this every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, except next week, because it's the Agents of S.T.R.E.A.M next week. If you do enjoy the show, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, as well as Steam, and always in good old analog cardboard and ink. And you can find more info and download the free demo at sentinelsdigital.com. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm John. See you next week.
Saying good night from the multiverse. We will see you next week. Good night, everybody.